Hi friends, this video is going to be a review on the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. I have done a mini review on this product before in one of the videos where I was testing drugstore products and high-end products, but I wanted to give this foundation its time in the spotlight and do a standalone review on it. So in this video, I will do a demo, a wear test, and I'll also go through my rating system that I have for foundation to see how this fares. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to see what videos I come up with next. Thank you again for watching, and let's get into the video. So for reference, I'm 39 years old and my skin is on the drier side, especially in the winter months, but in the summer months, it's more normal to dry. But nonetheless, it's on the drier side. So what I look for in a foundation is something that adds a nice level of hydration to the skin, something that is blendable and buildable, and something that gives my skin a nice, fresh, healthy look. Now let's get into the review and talk about the product and its claims. Let's see what the claims are when it comes to this foundation. This is a medium coverage SPF treatment foundation with a natural dreamy finish. Not sure what a dreamy finish is, but I like the way it sounds. That instantly blends like a second skin to blur, visibly smooth texture, and minimize pores. I am assuming they mean visibly reduce the appearance of pores, because you can't actually reduce the size of the pores. I think they mean minimize the appearance of pores. It lasts up to 8 hours. It's suitable for all skin types. It does not require a primer underneath, and it has 0 flashback. So that means when you take a picture with a flash, you don't get that white powdery look to your skin. It has a blend of hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptide, squalane, vitamin B5, arnica, and caffeine. And it's clinically proven to hydrate, brighten, soothe, plump, and protect the skin because of the SPF. It is safe for sensitive skin, it's fragrance free, and it's hypoallergenic. This foundation retails for 54 Canadian dollars or 42 US dollars, and it comes in this really pretty frosted glass bottle with a pump dispenser that has 30 milliliters of product in it with 36 different shades. The shade that I have is called Very Light Cool 120, Very Light with Pink Undertones. That is a long name to describe a shade. Now let's talk about the look and feel of this product. I'm just going to use a little bit of this foundation to see the consistency and feel of it on the back of my hand. And right away, it has a very nice liquid consistency that reminds me a bit of a serum, but at the same time, it has a really nice rich texture to it. It glides on really nicely and seems very easy to blend, and it feels super lightweight. So very much a fan. Now let's get into the demo. I am a strong believer that before you put on any makeup, you need to have a good skincare base. So you really need to set up your skin for makeup application. So let's do that quickly and go through the products that I will use, and then we can apply the foundation.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you...
Yes, this foundation has SPF in it, but like I've said in my other videos, you will not get the right amount of protection when it comes to just using the SPF in your foundation. You need to apply the length of your 2 fingers worth of SPF to get the right coverage, which is a lot of foundation. Apply sunscreen before your foundation, even if your foundation has SPF in it. And if your foundation has SPF in it, that is a bonus, not a substitution. When it comes to application methods, you can use a brush, your fingers, or a sponge. If you use your fingers or a brush, you will get better coverage than when you use a sponge, since the sponge does soak up some of the product. I recommend using 1 pump for light coverage and 2 pumps to achieve that medium coverage. So we're going to start with 1 pump, and I will use my fingers because that's the way I generally apply this. I mean, it's between the sponge and the fingers. I don't generally use a brush. I will do 1 pump. So this is how much I usually use. And I will mix it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow for that really lovely extra dewy look. And I know some people really hate when I apply my makeup my foundation with my fingers. And I'm sorry, but it's one of the best ways I find to really blend in the makeup, the foundation. It just warms up the product and with the warmth of your hands, and it just blends it in beautifully. And you're not getting any of the product soaked in and lost with a beauty sponge. Now, I do like taking the beauty sponge after and just kind of blending everything out just lightly. So this, my friends, is one pump. I think this is lovely. This is what I generally wear on an everyday basis. I just think it looks really nice and light. It looks like I'm giving my skin a little something extra without looking like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. So it's like the no makeup look, in my opinion. And I just like how it gives this nice healthy glow to the skin. You do get a little bit of coverage, like a little bit of even color tone, a little bit of, you know, covering up any texture, but very light coverage. So now let's do another pump. So I will, and I rarely apply 2 pumps of this foundation because I just find it's a lot. I don't generally like wearing a lot of makeup, but for me, I feel like 2 pumps is like a medium, heavier coverage, like a heavier medium. It blends in beautifully. Like even when I'm touching it, it has a serum-like texture, but also with a little bit of richness to it. And with your fingers, you can really get into the crevices and just make sure that you are getting it where you want to get it. So here is 2 pumps. So this is like a, I'll take it back, this is like a medium coverage. Although for me, this is a bit much, but this is a medium coverage. It gives you a bit more coverage. Some of the redness that I had is a bit more covered. But yeah, I would still go in with a little bit of concealer under my eyes. But this is a nice amount of coverage and foundation for a nighttime look for me, or like an event. I would be good with this. I still like my skin to look like skin when I'm wearing makeup, regardless of where I'm going. I still like, you know, that a little bit of skin texture to come through, just a little bit of a natural skin to show through the foundation. But this is, I would agree, this is medium coverage. I take it back, it's not medium heavy, medium coverage. So now I'll go finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. So makeup is done. I have not set it with any powder. I just wanted to see how it does throughout the day without being set with powder. And I generally don't set my foundation with powder very often. Sometimes I do, but most days I do not. I did put a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and I used the Kosas concealer. I just put a touch of it under my eyes just to give my eyes a bit of brightness. But other than that, just wearing bronzer, blush, did my eyes, and put on some lipstick, and here I am. Since I have a rating system for moisturizers, I thought it would only be fair for me to come up with a rating system for foundations. So now that I have a rating system for foundations, again, it is 3 categories. Each category is out of 5. The first category is how blendable is the foundation, and I gave this a 5 out of 5. This foundation blended beautifully into my skin. It just melted into my skin, and it left my skin feeling like I have nothing on. Second category, how buildable is the foundation? And I gave this a 5 out of 5. When I applied the second layer of foundation, it went on beautifully, it blended really nicely, and it just again melted into my skin, and it did not leave my skin looking cakey or feeling heavy. It still felt super lightweight, like I had nothing on. So definitely a 5 out of 5. Finally, third category, how does the foundation dry onto the skin and how does it wear? So this is kind of like a 2-in-1 category. And this I gave a 4.5 out of 5. So it dries to a nice, soft, natural finish with a touch of dewiness, which is lovely. But the reason I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 and I had to ding it a little bit is because after 6 or 7 hours of wear time, it did wear off on my chin a little bit and there was some redness coming through on my chin. But it wasn't anything super noticeable, but it did wear off a little bit, so I did have to ding it just a touch. But overall, it wears beautifully throughout the day and holds up really well even when I have a workout as part of my day. Okay, so first check-in, it's been 3 hours since putting this baby on. I have cleaned my place. I feel like a winner. So this is what it looks like right now. Everything is still looking good. There is no creasing. Well, I did put concealer under my eyes, the Kosas one, but there's no creasing. There's no dry patches. It is looking good. So it has now been 5 hours since putting this on. This lipstick, I have had a snack. It was really a meal. I've had lunch. But this has stayed on. It's not really lipstick. It's like I put on lip liner all over and then put on a lipstick on top. But my God, it is staying. Like it is on there. Anyway, but the foundation is looking good. It is still living its best life on my face. There is still no creasing. It hasn't moved, but now it's time for a workout pretty soon, so we'll see how it does after that. I've had this on now for over 7 hours or about 7 hours, and I see a little bit of redness come through right here around my chin. But other than that, she is staying strong, holding on, staying put. Just really impressed. Overall, I really love this foundation. I thought it performed really well. I like how lightweight it was. I like the way it made my skin look nice and healthy and just refreshed. And it's a really lovely lightweight foundation. So if you're someone with dry skin or you just like a lighter coverage foundation, maybe give this one a try. I think you might really like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's any other videos you'd like me to make or any products you'd like me to review. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and hit that subscribe button to see what videos I come up with next. And I'll see you next time.